I'm glad I was born when I was born to be there from the start. When I was a wee boy, that's the sort of thing you would play in the house. Not there. That. And then maybe Pitfall. Bit older, that. And then Jet Set Willy. And things a wee bit better with like Whizball, the C64, Commodore 64. Kind of shit. Fucking give me the biggest pictures. Make it as big as you can. Robocop. A bit better. Like that. And then Mega Drive, PlayStation and all that. Seeing it getting better, better. That jump for Grand Theft Auto 2 to Grand Theft Auto 3. 3D. Fucking hell. Or what was it? Star Fox? Star Fox. Is that what that was called? I remember that's fucking. Remember getting 1993. Remember getting it going, fucking hell, it's magic flying about. Come on. The SNES. Fucking brilliant. It was alright. Even then I knew it wasn't excellent. And what was it? You'd have games like fucking 93. You'd have the stuff in the arcades was a lot of 2D stuff as well. Good voices, good sound and everything, but still quite 2D. I was there when these sorts of fucking games were at 1979, so I would have been 5 or 4. Fucking brilliant. Careful. Brilliant game. Defender Arcade. When was that? 1980? What's that fucking sound? Oh, I love it. Get that last one. Oh, let's look at that, would you? Woo! And things getting better and better and better until the stuff you can play in the house is just as good as the stuff in arcades, and then better than what you would get in the fucking arcades. And then more wee features, online chat, voice chat, messages, and things like that. Being able to share videos and that, which isn't that fucking brilliant. Being able to stream it. And then the gone for like fucking PAL to HD, HD to 4K is not a pure big fucking deal, unless you've got a fucking 4K telly. And then other than that, it's better frame rates. Then what? What now? What now? VR, then it's just no really happening. Like ray tracing. Ray tracing is a perfect example of how it's plateaued. You show somebody, the average person, something with ray tracing and off. Like put on ray tracing, take it off. Wait a wee while. Wait an hour. And then they go back to it with the ray tracing switched off. And I doubt that they'll be like that. What's happened to the graphics? What's going on? I want to know it's a fucking thing. Frame rate. I think the frame rate is everything. Other than that, I need to get used to that. Not really. That's it. I think it's plateaued. It's certainly not going like the way it used to. What was it before? Like fucking Grand Theft Auto 2. I don't know what console this was on.
GTA 1, I think some of my...
I remember playing that. I remember having either the first one or the second one. PS1.
Oh no!
You know, it's still a good fucking... And then I had that in the PS2. PS4. PS2. Is that the real deal? Fucking love... I couldn't believe it. That looks like it's been redone, is it? Is that the original? I mean, you had like the first PlayStation had like Tomb Raider. I never had that. What did I have instead? I was still on a fucking SNES or something. I think I had my PC at the time. Getting to it in 3D, knock motors and fucking do all this. Move the camera about and everything. Could you? I can't remember. I think you could. Fucking brilliant. And flying the fucking dodo. There we go. Because you couldn't go on top of buildings. You would land on top of a building, you'd go right fucking through it. A lot of it. The dodo was impossible to control. I completed a fucking hard as fuck mission by being able to fly the dodo. I was at an airport and I had to... Once I delivered something, I got... It's like an instant fucking like 6 stars or 5 stars. They're all after you. And to no fly away with the dodo would have been hard as fuck to actually drive. I was meant to then go to a building site, I think it was. Or near a building site. And I'd looked up like how to fucking fly the dodo. The trick is to actually try and go down. It automatically goes up. You think, right, I'm going to go up, but then it kind of stalls all the time. The trick is to just keep tapping down. Just going down, down, down. You know, aim sort of as if you're trying to actually land it. And it flies fucking fine. And I flew for ages, hearing them all below gone fucking mental or the police, until I crashed into a building site, survived and completed the fucking mission. It was magic. Look at that, like, loading screen. Fucking brilliant. While listening to music, while listening to like 80s stuff. Good luck. Good luck. Well, you're alright. You're alright. That's you. And now what they having to do. I know it's not like the PS fucking 6 or anything. But now what they're having to do, they're having to fucking pure zoom in and go, can you see it? I don't know, zoom in. Now, do you see the detail in the back there? Do you see it now? Right? You see how it's sharper? Aye, I suppose it is. Do you see how it's considerably, noticeably, remarkably much sharper? Well, I wouldn't say that, but I can definitely see it sharper. Good, well done. Good job. I don't know what they could do with the PS6. Surely it will just be... The graphics are run about the same. You've got some of the ray tracing sort of stuff. But the main thing is 144 frames per second. My telly doesn't go to that. Well, get yourself a telly that does. Like everything, nothing is at 30 frames a second. Everything's at minimum 60, maximum fucking graphics, and that's it. Even then, that's like standard PC stuff. Just think the graphics cards you can get for computers. Nothing really, you're no really pure noticing it, and you know. You're no like, unless your graphics card is shite, and you go to a cracking one, you could get the best one and it will look... You could get the most expensive fucking graphics card out and play some game on your monitor and... I mean, what's it meant to do? 144 frames a second, right? Good. Looks so kind of more alive. Maximum settings, good. But it's still... It's no fucking brilliant. It's not got that leap like you did before. For the fucking 70s to the 80s to the 90s and then mid-90s and then 2000s, the PS2 and the Xbox and the wee things like the voice chat. It's... what next? What next? They've got no imagination, these people. They don't know how to get people excited. VR, it's never going to work. Never. Hear my words. Clip this. VR will never take off. Not in any meaningful, mainstream way. Ever. Dick says, I quite like VR. That's as good as you're going to get. The average person cannot be fucked sticking something on their fucking head or their face with that heat in the way and the inconvenience. Well, take a look. Oh, hold on, I'll show you. How is it up? Right, how? Right, have I? Right, well, hold on, I'll show you that. Kind of like, I can't be fucked with it. What they need to do is come up with something really imaginative, like, how do we... Like, imagine, like, Grand Theft Auto, right? And there's just fucking tons of people in it. Just tons and fucking tons of people. And everything's so random and so either online people or the actual characters. There's so many. There's none of this fucking, well, you know, we're only going to load in the first 100 that you see. I mean, fucking everywhere. And anything can happen. That sort of stuff, make it alive. But I don't know. We shall see.